So Linkin Park has a new singer, and it's a chick. If you don't know, Linkin Park is a new metal band that started in 1999, 2000. They were officially called Linkin Park, but before that, they were going by the name Zero, Xero, I think. It's replacing Chester Bennington, who RIP passed away in 2017, and since 2017, they haven't had a new singer, and now they are finally coming back. So the new lead vocalist for Linkin Park is Emily Armstrong. If you don't know who she is, I didn't know either. But regardless, wherever you were when this news dropped earlier this month, I was just bombarded seeing news headlines and stories that I really didn't care about. And I don't know if you're like this, but whenever I see anything on the internet like that's supposed to be so sensationalized, or hey, this is something you should worry about, this is something that should give you a high blood pressure and make you go get you emotionally involved, I see it and I'm just like, whatever, I don't care. I'm trying to do my best with what I'm doing in my own life, okay? So Emily Armstrong, she was born May 6th, 1986, 2 days before I was born. And apparently her parents were prominent members of the Church of Scientology, and she was raised as a Scientologist. Now, I don't know, it's not really stated if she is still a follower of Scientology, but really, who cares? My stance is believe whatever you want to believe, I don't care. But a lot of news agencies out there were like, oh, she's a Scientologist. How could Linkin Park do this? Oh my God. I don't see anybody giving a damn every single time Tom Cruise puts out a new Mission Impossible movie. He's a Scientologist, but apparently we're supposed to be worried about this, which is stupid. The other claim is that she supports Danny Masterson, who is now in prison because he's done some unsavory things. And apparently in 2020, during his trial, she went to one of his hearings in support. Now, this was before, I think, everything all got explained during the court hearing and trial. She was more or less supporting him as a friend, much like some of the that 70s show cast was doing as well. There was a lot of people that were in support for him beforehand. Now I think everyone's like, no. But yeah, she's got criticism from that, but she has said, like, right after she went to that court hearing in support for him, like, very, very quickly right after, she said, oh, no, I wish I wouldn't have done that and supported him at all. And she said that she's never spoken to Masterson since. Now, when I see these headlines like, oh, she supports this guy, oh, it's like every single time you look into something deeper besides just the headline, it explains things in a more logical way. Well, maybe not the article with that sensational headline, but you could Google, it's available. You could search things and figure out, oh, okay, that's such a bad thing that happens so much these days, just in the media, is everyone's wanting to get stirred up. And so now that we got that elephant out of the room, let's get into what she has done that led up to her getting chosen by Linkin Park to be their new singer. So back in 2002, as a teenager, she formed a band with another girl, and this is called Dead Sarah. They played their first gig on March 2005 in Los Angeles at the Mint Club. And since then, yeah, they got a little record deal. They put out their full-length album. I'm not going to get into the big details about Dead Sarah, but they put out 3 major albums. Dead Sarah in 2012, Pleasure to Meet You in 2015, and Ain't It Tragic in 2021. So how Emily got into Linkin Park is kind of just a small, kind of story. But in 2019, Linkin Park invited her to try out to be the singer, and her screams apparently really gripped Joe Hahn, the DJ of the band, and he said that it was her scream that sealed the deal. His own words. And also, Mike Shinoda, the other vocalist in Linkin Park, he said, when I started to hear Emily's voice on things, it was like the first time that my brain would accept it as a Linkin Park song. So apparently her voice is very authentic to Chester Bennington's, or it complements it. Like, nobody can replace Chester, obviously. And my own fandom of Linkin Park, it's complicated. Let's just say that. I enjoyed the first two albums. The one after that was okay. And then A Thousand Suns was god awful. And they started coming back a little bit, but the final album that came out, One More Light, before this new one, it's totally different than any other Linkin Park album, but there's something about that album that I really love. And it's not just the fact, oh, it was the last album Chester was on, but just like all the songs in there are actually really good. But anyways, in 2023, Emily started recording with Linkin Park secretly, obviously. But yeah, 2024, September, she debuted as the singer of Linkin Park, and they have one new song out that's coming from the new Linkin Park album, and I think it's called From Zero. So here we got the Linkin Park band photo presently, what the whole group looks like. There's Emily right there, and yeah, all the other guys. Mike Shinoda, and yeah, okay. So now we're going to listen to the brand new Linkin Park song, The Emptiness Machine, off the new album, featuring Emily on it. And we'll see if it sucks, or if it's actually good, or whatever. Here we go. Okay, I want to stop right here. It's very heavy with the vocals, like right out of the gate. And Mike Shinoda, back in the day, like, he used to have more of a hip-hop rap vibe. Like, he was the hip-hop guy. Chester was the driver when it came to vocals and, like, really singing stuff. But it seems like technical difficulties. Anyways, but it seems like with this, he's really trying to be the singer. Like, this was written before Emily got in the band, and they kind of just squeezed her in later, which I listened to this song once, and that's when she comes in. So it really doesn't feel like, oh, this is all the new Linkin Park singer. It's just Mike Shinoda. It's like Fort Minor, kind of. Anyway. All right. I see what she's doing here. Yeah, she sounds like Chester in certain ways, how she screams, all that. But the thing is, if you're going to bring a new singer in, give them creativity to be their own person, not just kind of an impersonator of the prior singer. Perfect example, Bon Scott, Brian Johnson from AC/DC. Bon Scott died, Brian Johnson took over in 80, I think. I don't know, maybe a little bit before. Anyways, and, you know, they both have totally different voices, but still fit the role. This, right off the bat, I kind of feel like they're playing pretend Linkin Park. Sad to say. I know that's, and I'm not being critical. She's a great vocalist. Do not get me wrong. She has talent, and I'm not in defense of her anyway either. This is just a neutral thought and idea of all this, and it's just like, it's a mid song, but anyways, let's keep rolling. That's what I'm feeling at the moment. Also, I want to say this about the music video. At the beginning, you know, one of the band members is a UPS driver, one is working the bar. I think Emily here is a custodian janitor. You know, I think this video is trying to be like an origin story of how they all met and now they're together. I'm not really taking too much away from the lyric content because it's just kind of like, yeah, it's angsty. It's you know, just I'm wanting to be a part of something. I get it. Yeah, we all do, don't we? But these visuals though are pretty cool. I will give whoever edited this video and produced it did a good job. Oh, sorry. So anyways, that is Emily Armstrong, the brand new Linkin Park singer. What do you guys think? I mean, just from that one song, it's a pretty mid song, and it's just, it's different. I don't think it's better. I don't think it's worse, but if you're comparing Linkin Park with Chester compared to this, Obviously, the old Linkin Park's gonna be better. I mean, there's no doubt about that. But this should probably just be, I don't know, something else. Maybe rename the band Lincoln Place or Lincoln Town Car or something. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I am DJ Glowing Ice. Peace out.